What is going on, everybody? Mike Pence back here with another Predator. This time it is lovely Kevin Westerbeck, aka Change for the Better 2006. That is 13 years ago. Wow. Happy New Year's to everybody. Happy New Year's to all. Yeah, 2019. Let's hope it's going to be a good year. So last time I was with Kinky Man Corona, and now I'm going to do another very infamous, not famous, but infamous Predator who has not been a first timer with the law, especially in terms of soliciting, or not even soliciting, but being with a minor, as we will dive into that, as most people should know at this point. Mr. Westerbeck is not a first timer. Unfortunately, he is a frequent flyer, I guess you could say. So to speak, a frequent flyer. So yes, let us get into the chat. And as we always do, let's start at the top to see what we're working with here. Yes, one for the road. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. What is going on? Tisquisitit, Ramiro-san, and Roscoe are all here. One of my favorites. Yeah, he is a favorite amongst many people. So Westerbeck did something stupid less than a year ago, which was crazy considering how fast you don't learn. And this is another example, one of those predators that you really gives off the impression that you can't be fixed. You cannot be fixed. Excuse me. You're always going to be a predator. You're always going to have that urge, that sense, that desire um, to attack. I guess you'd say attack. Go after children. And especially, I think with Kevin Westerbeck's whole story, it really he was probably one of the top guys from this sting. Could say as long with like Rutherford. Um, God, I'm blanking right now, unfortunately, because we're going live. But I could probably think after the fact. Anyone else can chime in too. I mean, Jeff Stacy more for the comedic side of it. But in terms of just like, I guess you could say monumental predators that really kind of jarred people, not for the lulls, so to speak, but for just the sheer fact of the position they held and their backstory. I think those two, from just right what I can think of right now, are the most dangerous from that sting. Um, so you just get a real sense that this guy has a dark history, even more so from what has been told to us from watching TCAP. So yeah, so we're gonna get into Mr. Westerbeck. So yes, for Justice Mark, he was Kevin. He was 47. Kevin 47. I like that rhymes. Does it rhyme? Kevin and 47. Seven and Kevin do. Seventh Heaven. And which is funny, Seventh Heaven had the dad from that show was had the issues as well. So all funny. So yeah, he was from Dayton, Ohio. Oh yes, the famous picture of him and his bird. That bird looks like God. You are a sick boy. You are a sick boy. And yeah, what's common with some of the predators is they love to use animals in their pictures. Um, Lauren does it. I remember Paul Westwood does it with his dog. And there's a countless example of predators that use animals to come off as like, oh, look, this animal loves me, so you should too, type of person. Another form of grooming, and these people know what they're doing. I mean, it doesn't matter if they use it, with anyone that they talk to. Just the sheer fact that they're talking to a child, they know that the child will definitely, kind of relate to that in a sense, or at least like, oh, he likes the animals, he's cool, he's trustworthy, or so they thought. So yes, the decoy here is going to be Corin Destiny Forever, and this is done by General Sao. Okay, and at 9/13/2006 was the bust. Okay, well, they got that. Okay, so let's get started here. Oh man, let me get all my stuff in a row here, and boom. I'll watch ya. I'll watch ya. Yeah, guy, I love that line. Oh gosh, Kevin Westerbeck met me while I was posing with a child in Greenville, Ohio. And as you guys watched my other previous videos, you know Greenville is a distant suburb of Dayton, Ohio. So up kind of west, northwest-ish, and it's a little bit far. Yeah, I mean, it's excuse me, there's a bug on my phone. It's not like crazy far distance, but it's still a good distance from like Cincinnati and Dayton. So yeah, he proceeded to just show how experienced he was at what he was attempting. He showed his true intent when he showed up at the house. Notice how he fails to mention his height in any of this. Oh man, we're 3 sentences in and it's already mentioned the fourth sentence is in and we've already talked about his height. Oh, it's gonna be a long night. What's going on, Tom Tom? Yeah, it is Hicktown. Out there it is. It's very rural, very slow paced rural area. Yes. So um, it's not particularly relevant, but it is one of the only times a perv hasn't asked about my height or mentioned his own. My question was answered when he appeared on camera. Westerbeck stands somewhere in the realm of 4 feet tall. Oh, what's going on, Frigid? How are you? Yes. So all timestamps are Pacific. I love one line that Roush says. This Pacific just comes to mind when he's talking about. The cops ask him about like what did he say to the girl? What did sexual acts did he mention? And he's like, oh, I don't remember anything, specifically. And he says specifically instead of specifically. Another indication of his intoxication. Okay. So, March 24th, 2006. Remember where you were, everybody. And remember, these timestamps are Pacific time. So, in reality, it would be 8:45 where Mr. Westerbeck is. So, yes. Having a little drink as well to help me deal with these chat logs. So, yes, Change for the Better goes into the whole, hello, how are you? I'm doing okay. So he reaches out to her. I don't think they say if it's Yahoo or AIM. Assuming it's Yahoo because it's a Yahoo thing. So, Yahoo chat room. So, Yahoo it is. And let me know if everyone can hear me okay. Hopefully, everyone can hear me swell enough. So, starts out basic enough. Cool, just lonely. Good. There you go. And so they identify. So she identifies her credentials first, and he doesn't ask. 13FOU, Foo, Female Ohio U. So I'm wondering what kind of chat room they're in. Maybe it's a Ohio chat room, but I don't get it. Why she would say Ohio. Oh well. 27 male date. Damn, he has not even been a minute in. He's already lying. About a minute in, and he's already lying. Except he forgot how to count and just keep using the same number for 20 years. Yeah. So he shaves off 20 years from his age. So that's a good note to see that he changes his age. So he's 27 according to Change for the Better 2006. We're in Ohio, Greenville. I hate it. I live an hour and a half or a half an hour. My God, this bug keeps getting on my screen. Get out of here. So really, he's at half an hour. So raise the alarms. The danger is there. Yes. So the danger is quite there. Only there for only half an hour away. Just looking for some fun. Immediately is already looking for some fun. He knows the age. So we know the age of the distance, and he's already indicated, wow, yep, a hookup, you, LOL, whatever, wanna. So we're 3 minutes in. 3 minutes into the conversation, and we've already identified the age, distance, and pretty much the intent that Westerbeck has, and he's lied about his age and pretty much halved his age. So really, that's yeah, this guy is this guy knows what he's doing quite well, which makes him so much more dangerous. So I really just don't Yeah. So, yep, and there you go. He's asking me if I want to hook up within 3 minutes right here. Boom. Uh, LOL, I don't know you though. What a better way. Jeez, man. And that's crazy. It's crazy because he knows, again, he knows the age right away, and he's already like, in a sense, manipulating her and grooming her into like sexual acts. Um, it's very forward. He's very forward, and you can tell he's kind of a manipulator. Um, by trying to like be, I don't know, like, I guess a precocious teen, but being a precocious 27-year-old, whatever. Um, what we do, talk, make out, whatever. So very open ended. I like how he starts out with like, well, we'll just talk. We'll just talk. Um, it's okay. We'll just talk and hang out. Don't worry about it. And then, well, then we can make out, and then whatever. So it's like this, starting out to get her comfortable. Then we'll start the stuff, and then boom, boom, boom. And so let's see. Oh well, guess not. Why you say that? You didn't say yes. Like, I just want to talk to you for a little bit. I really did want to know his true intentions were here. We all know making out is not where it stops. And what does a 40 or 27-year-old want to do with a exactly the 13-year-old anyway? So exactly. So, um, yeah, it's crazy is because um, it's like he's trying to leave it. He's trying to push the sexual talk, but also trying to leave it open ended to just hanging out. And then obviously they want to build more evidence, and get things going. And I don't even know if I think this thing doesn't happen that night. So I think they're just like, hey, let's get a case against him. Um, then maybe see, then we can, maybe, let me meet you more and let me, groom me more, manipulate me more, and then you can come hang out. I'm Destiny. What? Corey and so it's not Corinne. I thought it was Corin Destiny. So Corey and Destiny Forever. Oh, good lord, it was like an ex-boyfriend they're gonna pull out. So again, I really haven't read this chat log before. This is really one of those new chat logs to me. I mean, I've just had like the tidbits. I made videos about Westerbeck before, so it's not it not new to me, or someone has a screen name. It new to me. Um, so yeah, excuse me. So so this will be a kind of a shocker, bad word to use, but shocker to me as well. Um, how did he expect to show up the girl? That's what I'm saying. Exactly. To squid it. Yeah, I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense because to me it's just like she's gonna show up, and I mean, unless he really thinks the girl's naive enough to not know what a 27-year-old looks like versus a 47-year-old, she's gonna be like, "Yeah, you are not 27." And unless he's just banking on the fact that she's just gonna take it, she's gonna see a picture of him. I'm assuming she's seen this picture, and since she hasn't rejected him, sorry, my stuff's going slow, but since she's not rejected him, she's just gonna be okay with it. Like that does not look like a 27-year-old man at all. He does not look 27. So, yeah, I don't really understand that one. Yeah, what's going on, Molly? Thanks for joining in. I appreciate you're able to get a stream in. Oh, Mr. Westerbeck. So here we go. We're at the base. We're at the base. Yeah, he works at Wright Pat as a civilian contractor. To be specific, at Wright Patterson. Yeah, Wright Pat. It's pretty much the biggest military base in the state. I am almost positive. Um, yes. And I'm trying to remember. There was a conflict. Let's see, Dayton Peace Accord. Yeah, there was some huge. Yeah, here you go. Look at this. This is the base that they did this. I forgot. I remember this happened at this base. Here you go. The Dayton Agreement. Oh yeah, Bosnian. Oh, can't say that name. Oh yeah, after the Bosnian War. Yeah, see, right past there, the Dayton, Ohio. It ended the Bosnian War. That whole cluster of the Croatians and Bosnians and all that crazy stuff. Yeah. So the Bosnian War, yeah. So they all flew to Dayton, Ohio, Rat Pat Air Force Base, where our lovely Kevin Westerbeck worked and signed the deal to end the war. So yeah, that was a very disgusting, fucked up war. Almost as fucked up as, more fucked up than Kevin Westerbeck. But hey, I doubt he was working there. But who knows? He might have been working there when this happened. Random history fact. Sorry, I'm a war history nerd. So, anyways, so he does other finance. That's his former profession. Now he's making little rocks out of big rocks or making license plates something useful. Good, good. Um, yeah. So, anyways, so now he gets it. So basically, now he's giving himself up and saying, and this is very specific to him. He's a civilian contractor, and he's in the base, but obviously he's trying to keep on the DL, but it's not going to work. So it's going to get very very hairy for him now that he's getting caught. What do you do for fun? Oh yeah, he gets bored. Yeah, finance on a military base is very boring. Very, very boring. And this is also where James Rutherford said he was going to go instead of meeting the girl. He was going to go to the Wright Pat Air Force Base and go to the museum there. So maybe he would have hooked up with Westerbeck. Let's see. What do you do for fun? LO partying or whatever I want. LOL. What do you do for fun? I mean, have friends over, play on this thing, just hang out. I'm pretty laid back. Oh my goodness. So he has friends over, play on this thing, so we can think of what does he actually mean? Play on this thing. Yahoo, just trolling, literally trolling the Yahoo chat rooms is what I'm assuming, because I don't think he's suck. I mean, he could be talking about his own thing, or he could be talking about the computer, but I'm assuming he's, I don't know, just hang out. I'm pretty laid back. Oh, good lord. LO, you got a pick. I didn't believe he was 27. Let's see. Can you email me? Blah, blah, blah. I'm just bored. Emma's gone for a weekend. Oh my god, I'm so bored. So now it turns into now they're turning up the dial because now they know who he is. I think now at this point they've established who they know who he is. They got a picture of him, so they're working on their stuff to get Mr. Westerbeck found out and everything. So yes. There you go. By yourself. Boom. He assesses a risk. There you go. He assesses. Such a weird word. S. Cool. You should have some friends over. He exerts an excellent influence on the child's sarcasm. Boom. And then see, yeah, they're picking up on it. It's just like now he's kind of prodding. This is one of those things that like you say to prod. Because boom, because at first he initiated the whole, hey, let's hook up and meet up and hang out, and then she kind of left it open ended because she said, well, eventually, but let's talk first and get to know each other. So he gives her a few bones, and then she kind of starts unraveling herself to him by saying, oh yeah, home alone and by herself. Boom. And this is all within 10 minutes, so again, and the fact that he's a half an hour away, it just again shows the level of comfort and professionalism, almost you could say, experience that Westerbeck has with talking to kids and trolling the web, the deep dark web that is Yahoo chat rooms. Let's see. LOL, I'm like way out there and no one can come over. LOL, that sucks. Kind of indicating that, like, boom, no one my age can come because she can't drive. So no one can come out, or no parent's gonna drop their kid off at little Destiny's house because there's no parent, or grandma. The grandma's not home. So I'm wondering if he doesn't ask about parents. He just goes along with it and doesn't say, oh, where are your parents, instead of grandma. Oh well. You have a cam. He wants to get her on cam, get more proof on his side that she's real and not a cop or something, like, because he's obviously not, new to this. It doesn't have two. One. Her comp does the whole what? I'm lucky here. Oh, okay. See again. Some of these chats are hard to like read because of how the decoys talk, but I get it. So she's saying basically it's like I'm lucky that her computer actually has internet because it's like the old adage of like, oh, your grandparents don't know what's going on type of deal. So yeah, let's see. Just kind of scroll through. Give me 1 second. I just had to send this one message real quick. Make sure. Okay, sorry. Anyways, boom. Okay, I can't into my profile. Not sure why. So they go back and forth, and then they do. That bird's really funny. It's my sister's. Aha. It's his sister's. So it's not even his bird. So it's not even his own bird, which is a little weird. But he has a cat and dog himself. Himself. So I wonder why he isn't in a picture with them, or maybe he does, or I guess it shows. This is just a weird theory, but maybe it shows his size if he's next to the dog and a cat. So that's why he doesn't have a picture with them because he would reveal the size. Like he can't. I guess he would showing the cat sitting on his head would be sketch or the dog, so maybe he doesn't want to do that just to further have an illusion, but he wants an animal, so it's perfect. He uses his sister's bird. I don't know what kind of bird it is, but he uses that bird as like, oh look, I like animals and animals love me, as I said earlier. um, but the bird is able to mask his true size, but not his true identity, because it looks in its eye, looks like it's like, oh, this guy's a sick fuck, I'm gonna shit on his head. Ugh. Oh well, that's a little chug there. Yeah. So you're cute yourself. So now he's already fishing the compliments. 20 minutes in. I'm 13. Of course I'm cute. However, he didn't really mean it in a general way. He meant it in a specific flattering way. And he spelled it. He should put the UR in there. Yeah. Oh yeah, and people are not aware. Perverted justice is going down. The website is going down, or they're doing a whole kind of going on the down low, and I think they're going to delete a lot of stuff. So really thinking about doing like a top 10 of the perverted justice chat logs. It's coming here soon. Maybe over the weekend I might do a couple, or one tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna so archive them, take screenshots and everything, because I think they're gonna pretty much do a wipe out of a lot of their stuff. But you can get the whole story if you go to the website. Obviously, the Xavier von Erk, excuse me, has posted a whole letter, kind of just describing how they're doing, what they're doing going forward. So go ahead and check that out. Just to keep yourself posted going forward. So yes. Anyways, yes, and so now he's getting into his grooming and flattering. Once he's pretty much he's basically established everything. He's established that she's home alone, she's 13, she's half an hour away, and she's open to the idea of meeting. So now it's just kind of coaxing her into the meet and getting her more comfortable, and knowing that really no one has access to her because, as she stated before, her parent, or not the parents, but her friends can't get out to her. And knowing that Greenville is a open farmland of there's a very low risk of other people coming in and stuff. And I guess it's more common for people to leave their kids home alone. I don't really know. So let's see what you do. She had to talk to grandma before she leaves. She's gone now. Okay, fun time now, huh? Oh man, now he's hitting it now. He's getting into it. So what you gonna do? You married? What the hell? Just kidding. It's not really funny. It's just creepy. Feeling frisky? Oh man. This is within 20 minutes. Or was it 30? Was it 45 or 50? Yeah, 45. So here, within 20 minutes, within 20 minutes, he's already asking if she feels frisky. He's already asking a 13-year-old girl if she feels frisky. Perfect. That is good. LOL, yeah, a little. Oh, man. Want me? Now it's like, yeah, physically. Yeah, he stayed really yeah, he stayed very vague. Yep, and there's the vagueness, the very vague way of trying to be roundabout about your intentions. Perfect. Um, Now the kid's being, what would we do? Whatever you wanted to do. There you go. Leave it up to the kid. You know what you want. See, he knows what he wants, but he wants her to fill in the blanks almost, or he will help her fill in the blanks. What you want to do? You tell me. I just want to have some fun. Maybe drink. Even better. Get her to drink. What else? What kind of fun? These types of questions and his reasons for not wanting to say it himself become very clear later on. Boom. He's not a first timer. Be specific. You tell me specifically. I like girls who know what they want to do. Oh man. I like girls. Keyword girls, not women. I know what the girls want to do. Let's see. Can I tell you something? Yes. I don't really know what I want to do because I haven't done much, and it sucked when I did. Ah, that's a good line. I like that's a really good line. That's a good line by the decoy to try to fish back at him. This is like a game of chess almost. Some of these chats are like a game of chess. I used to play chess. I used to be like a chess champion in elementary school. That's how much of a nerd. But yeah, it's like you can tell like there's a lot of intelligence behind some of these lines because they don't want to give up anything, but they also want to make sure they keep the predator hooked. So there's a lot of cat and mouse, bait and switch, playing chess, 4D chess, so to speak, from both sides, because you have someone that's clearly a very seasoned man who's done this a lot and is very careful. And then you also have a perverted justice decoy volunteer, however you want to say it, who clearly, I'm assuming, has some predators under their belt. Um, so there's definitely a lot of maneuvering and things like that, which is really cool. I mean, once you read between the lines, it's really interesting to see just all the intent and everything behind every line and how we see these chat logs, but behind all these chat logs that get posted, and all the men that we see, there's a lot of guys that fall through the cracks and get away and don't get caught and everything. So it's just interesting how they go about it. So now he's doing it. What would you like to try? What's best? I don't know. Whatever is best. Then they go back and forth. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. They go back and forth, more back and forth, and now it's onto the decoy because now it's like, hey, like we kissed it, he really pussy, I didn't like it. Oh, I just wanted to have fun. I just wanted to have fun. I love that the keyword of the day is just have fun. The keyword is just have fun. Pushing what way? He was pushing me. If I was seeing this, he was also seeing this other chick and broke up with him. So I broke up. I love this drama they always try to provide sometimes. All we could do is kiss if that's all you wanted to do. Why? Just don't want to push you. What more would you like to try or do? Boom. There we go. What more was he to try? Be more. This was when I became quite sure he had done this before. He was just too cagey. Yeah, I mean he does come off as very cagey, and obviously because he's really just not saying anything. Let's see. Blah blah blah. It's smileys. Yes, you don't like mine. Boom. Whoa. Here you go. Well, then he turned up the dial from what happened. So they stopped talking. They stopped talking for like 40 minutes right here. So it's probably like they probably did research into here. They probably were like, "Hey, we might have someone that's experienced." I'm sure there was like some research or something was like the red flags I think started to start hitting, and things were like, "Hey, we should probably look into this fellow." So I think therein lies some things that were being said, but I could be wrong. Since there was that 40-minute break in between chats, unless there's something redacted. Those things were redacted because there's that 40-minute break. And then he comes in to think I'm gonna get naked. So I don't know if he turned up the alcohol, like Jim Klein. He had a couple of glasses of wine, but the night before and lack of judgment, or the other guy from Petaluma was a party going on in his house, but and then he turns up the dial from being cagey to think I'm gonna get naked. So there he goes. Yep. LOY, don't you get cold? I feel like it. You don't get cold? Oh, I see. Coming to Greenville and getting naked, LOL. What? Greenville, but he lives in Dayton. Could he be coming to? Oh, you're coming. Wow, he turns up the dial immediately. Good Lord. Oh, you're coming to Greenville. Sure. You're coming to see me. Heck yeah. Oh man, he doesn't even. I'm wondering if there's something that happened that right here. I'm wondering if something happened in between this, because he has he responds to himself after 40 minutes and says, smiley. So I'm wondering if something happened. Maybe not, but it's just very abrupt that he goes from that at 6:30 to 7:16. Think I'm gonna get naked and coming over. So now he's already I guess something either happened in the chat that we don't see, or something in his head just like went off, and he's like, "Yep, I'm just gonna go for it. Fuck it, YOLO." And obviously, if we in from the video from his interrogation, the very infamous line is the one for the road, not one for the road. So this predates the Drake song of YOLO, or his whole YOLO thing, but maybe he had his YOLO moment of you only live once. So let's get this chick taken care of. But yeah, I don't know, something clicked in his head at least. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna do it. What we gonna do when you get here naked? Whatever you want to do with me. I don't think there's really a naked 47-year-old man in the house of a 13-year-old girl home alone. There's not left to the imagination at that point. Not this again. I really don't want to get into the whole not the you first game. Let's zoom in a little bit more. So a little bit better. If I zoom in a little bit more. I think it should look a little better. So yeah. They go back and forth. Kiss. There you go. Would you get naked? Oh, this is a funny line that they post about. Would you get naked? Can we turn up the heat so I don't get cold? Sure. LOL, cool. I just want to get cold. Have sex? He wants to have sex. Would it be fun? Of course. That's the infamous line that's always going to be left with Kevin Westerbeck in terms of his chit chat. Is that line? Gotta love it. I love that. Oh man. Okay, yeah, because I didn't have fun last time. If it would be fun, then okay. I'm big. Really? Yeah. Like how? 8 and thick. Oh Lord. There it is. There is the infamous line of the night. 8 and thick. Oh man, that is. I wonder if he's like living in a fantasy world, or he's been tormented so much in his life that the internet was such a joy to him to lie about it, because he's already took off half of his age, basically. He took 20 years off. So I mean, maybe he's half that, right? I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, he told her he's 27. He's 47. He said he's 8 and thick. So maybe he's like 4 and not too thin. I don't know. Server, yeah, a dimension. Give her the dimensions of your penis. You say I'm big. What's funny? What's funny? Like to tell like a few make fun of this. What's funny is like Chris never like dives into that. Like, why would you lie to her? Like, prove to me that you're 8 and thick. Something like that. Just something like snarky in terms of that. He just goes like in professional. But like deep down inside, when Chris read that, like he was holding back that just like some kind of snarky Chris Hansen remark in terms of like his like whole lying about he's 8 and thick. Um, I couldn't even think of like what I would. I'd just be like, so you lie about your age, and you lie about your dimensions. You lie about this being your first time. What else you lying about? Something along those lines. And then Kevin Westerbeck be like, just BS talk. I was bullied. Growing up being 4 foot, and I just felt that I just needed to compensate for my age and my dimensions. But of course, Jim Roush would have shown what a guy looks like. He would have shown what a guy looks like, and Chris would have had to have been in awe. So yes. Oh, of course. I mean, once you've already established that, you have to ask her that. You have to ask the TIGHT word. Though I have never discussed this topic with any child, I have yet to meet a child who I believe would refer to themselves as tight, or I meet a child who referred to a female as tight. This is term exclusive to adults. There you go. What do you mean? Tie it down there. I've never done it, so I don't know. Again, come on. Let's not be stupid. I'm kind of nervous about this. So I know you're not like 80. No, why? I'm not 80, but I don't know that because you could get any pick. Oh, my friend met some guy who was 80. Wow, that's an extreme, but that's a very extreme thing to say. You know, my friend met someone that was 80 years old. Like, okay, sure. He doesn't. He doesn't even respond or acknowledge that she said that. What's going on, Clobbering? Doing a little Westerbeck here. Doing some Wester. Oh, you just missed the part where he said he was. Oh, he said he was big, 8 inches and thick. Westerbeck is 8 inches and thick. So he doesn't even. So essentially, she's kind of throwing concerns. Yeah, little Westerbeck tonight. Yes, very Westerbecky tonight. So the decoy is like, how do I know you're not 80? And my friend met someone that was 80. And he doesn't even bat an eye. Instead of like saying, hey, I'm 27, which he lied about or whatever, he just goes into, can I stay the night? Oh man, he goes from not giving me so he goes from not letting me call to wanting to stay the night. I believe that's okay. We have a nice room. Oh, so wait, when does this ever happen? Oh, okay, yeah, I just kind of glared over that. Can I call you? I'm kind of nervous about this. Oh, okay, I just skipped over that. That's my mistake. I'm sorry. Oh, he must have said it a couple of times. I was just kind of. Oh yeah. Okay, I skipped over that. That's my fault. Can I call you? I'm kind of nervous about this, so you're not early. So no. So you wouldn't. Oh, okay, he doesn't want to call. Um, and yeah. He doesn't want to call, but he wants her to come over. See, if you wanted, I guess that'd be cool. So, literally, just throws all of her suspicion away immediately when he just says that. Like, yeah, I think any normal person would throw alarm up, but just because she just forgets what she just said. Excuse me. As long as we don't get in trouble. He's not worried about the kid. He's worried about being in trouble. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. So it's funny is like how he prefaces like as long as he doesn't get in trouble because he's already getting in trouble anyways. He's already so basically this is one for the road, which makes this even so much more dangerous in my opinion. Um, it's like comparing if you look at this if you look at like the sting itself of Ohio, it's like Jeff Stacy versus like Kevin Westerbeck or something. It's just like this guy's sitting here grooming this kid, and I think once we see the chat more, so I think it goes along. He grooms a kid. He knows this whole time he's gonna get. I think he's going to court like within a week of this the sexual liaison. Um, but he it's very much just like I just need to come have sex with you and leave. Um, it's very just disgusting. It's very calculated, manipulative, and very much so. Like he knows how dangerous of a person he is, and he has that level of danger, and he's not expressing it or saying anything. So yes. Um, oh, it's someone's birthday. Whose birthday? Oh, it's Molly's birthday. Happy birthday, Molly. Yeah. So want to come to my birthday? Hey, thanks. Oh, flying turtles and mini ponies. Oh, jeez. LOL, that happened. How that happened? There's no one. There's like no one around. Oh, okay, LOL. Can I call you? Sure. Okay. Boom. Verification. It's no longer. He can be at the Ohio State Penitentiary. 937, right? Yeah, 937 is area code for Dayton area. The Dirty D. I've been up there. A couple of my best friends are from Dayton-esque area. I've been up there. I've been to Dayton actually. I've actually been to Dayton. Doing doing some. I was up there for work and been to the airport. Been to the Dayton airport, which is right next to Wright Pat. No, it's not right next to Wright Pat. I'm crazy, but I've been through Dayton. I've seen Wright Pat. Flown through the airport. So it's a very Midwestern small town. I mean, depending on where everyone lives, they all have that Dayton town city in their state. So yeah. Mm. I just I don't know. Let's see. Westerbeck is the worst guy. Yeah, I'll have to check out. I see. I don't know if Bodner's chat log is up. I have to find. I want to see Bodner's chat log. Um, really, it's like I can't even pick between Bodner and Westerbeck. I really can't. It's just like so hard to pick between them. Um, it's just so disgusting between those two because both have taken advantage. Westerbeck took advantage of his own family member, and is obviously has done other chats with underage kids and all the disgusting things that he's done. And then Bodner took advantage of someone that has special needs, um, and over a period of time that he was entrusted with them as like it was like a babysitter or a whatever it was. It's just like it's such varying levels of disgust, and they both men are vile pieces of garbage in society, um, who clearly have zero remorse, I would say, and are only interested in satisfying their needs and their selfish needs, and I don't think either of them care of their victims. Just from this, especially in this chat log, you can just tell he I think he reveals later, as I said, about what he's done, but again, it's just all to protect himself. He's here to protect himself. Um, so yeah, it's disgusting. Is the Dayton airport near Pompilia's? No, Pompilia's I think is downtown ish. I don't remember. I don't remember quite exactly. But no, Dayton. It's not near Pompilia's. Who would like a little girl? Who would like a little girl with Uncle Westerbeck? Yeah, that's. I mean, it's disgusting. I don't know. Like, it's crazy to see, and this is the world that we lived in 2006. Is the fact of the matter is he did what he did. He had other problems, and he was still able to have a very nice job, being able to work on on a military base, doing finances and doing pretty important things, and probably having, well, I don't know, I wouldn't know if he, I don't even know his like job specifically, but you can't be he couldn't be a known convicted child molester and be like, yeah, I'm going to work on a military base and be in finance. So he got away with it, or laws were just kind of nonchalant, which I'm glad that they've changed, and they need to continue to change, for that reason. So yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bottom's the big. Yeah. See, and see, and that what happens. I think is along with that. I'm not being off on a side thing, but with the Big Brother programs is a very it's a very great, very good thing. It's a great. It's a very like good program to help people that are very unfortunate and in bad times, for people to give out and to give back and everything, and it's disgusting when people like Bodner take advantage of that and do the things they do, because then what happens is people that see that that's like a negative thing that happens in the Big Brother program, they are not able to reach, they don't want to reach out because they have that fear of people of Bodner, and then they don't get the resources and like that the advantage of the program, because they see the negatives of people like Bodner that really ruin, things like Big Brother. So it just pisses me off when people take advantage of a system like that that's meant to do such good things, and also it pisses me off when people want to take advantage of their own family members. Disgusting, very disgusting stuff. Um, and yeah, I would love to know how that all unfolded in terms of how he was ostracized from his family and everything. Hopefully, Westerbeck was so. Yes. Yeah. So that's just my little side thing. Um, yeah. So I sorry for getting sidetracked, but I appreciate you guys are interacting and having a little chit chat. So of course, man, let me get a drink of water. I'm losing my VOICE. Anyways, let's get back to it. So he finally he gives the decoy his phone number, and there you go. So we have his phone number, which is this phone number alone reaches him, so that's fine. Let me go get the phone. Okay. Oh my God, it was like lost in the couch. Blah blah blah. So Miss Scarlett does a verification call at I guess 7:30 ish. So they do that at around 7:30 ish. There you go. And the next day, geez, you on? Never calling back. Hope to hear from you. Notice the time on this one. What kid is up at 8:30 on a Saturday? Hey, I mean, there's some. I knew kids growing up that were out there at 6:30 in the morning on freaking weekends, going crazy. Um, doing stuff. Um, you know, working on their leaf blowers and revving their engine stuff, knocking on my door. Like I remember there were kids in my neighborhood that would knock at my door at like 7:30 in the morning on like a Saturday to hang out and stuff. Um, it's or they would play with like motors and stuff and doing yard work at like 7:30 in the morning. So it's not uncommon as people would think. There's always that one person. So, anyways, and yeah, again, this is like the these are the timestamps from what's it called? Ow, what's it? Pacific time. So it's really 7:30. Where Kevin Westerbeck is, or no, excuse me. I got it backed up. It's 7:30 where Westerbeck is, but she received him at 4 in the morning. So yeah. Oh, it's seven. Oh God, I'm confused because the perverted dress decoy person is in California or the West Coast, so they're getting it at 4:30, but it's actually so. Okay, yeah, boom. Okay, there you go. Boom, got it. Anyways, they're just going back and forth. I got myself confused there. I don't remember if you asked if you had any more pick. Grandma's cam, blah blah blah. They're just going back and forth. You said you had a phone call. I thought you might. No, I'm on call. It's blabbing. I have church in the morning. Oh man, another one of those religious predators. It seemed like it seemed like there were a lot of the religious predators in the rural areas. So Greenville, Georgia, and Texas were the big three ones that had the big three ones. I like that. The big three that had the religious predators. I mean, they could just ramble off people from every thing that wanted to use religion. Going back to David Rabbi K. Did I just say David Rabbi K? Rabbi David K. That were actually religious themselves. But yeah, a lot of the predators in these areas, more rural areas, obviously for more conservative reasons, were using the whole religious angle because Kevin Westerbeck does say he brought his Bible when Chris asked him, "What the hell's in your car?" So for my "Want to Meet You Naked" too, I have church in the morning. That's new. Did God tell you to? Oh, jeez. See, those are some lines that like perverted justice just throws out. I'm like, oh, jeez. Anyways, busy with my parents doing things for them. No, he's actually moving all his belongings to his parents' house, not doing stuff for them. Oh, okay. Yeah. That would make sense because he knows he's going to jail. So I guess he's going to move out of his place. So I guess I guess that's like what he's doing. He's moving all of his shit out because he's gonna move out of his apartment or wherever he lives. So he's gonna go to jail. So makes sense. Can you come over there? Leave like early? I wish I could. I could come over tonight for a few hours. Tonight, you say? Well, now he's in a rush to see me. That'd be cool. But he wanted to stay over, but only can stay for a few hours. We want to stay over a couple chats before. So you straight up with me? What do you mean? I mean, you really want me to? Yeah, hell's yeah. You want to come over at like 9, whatever, 7 or 8. What are we gonna do? So now he wants to confirm. He wants to make sure he can confirm the uh, the things that he wants to do before he goes any further. You can call me now if you'd like. I got left my phone with the charger last night. Can I call you in 10 minutes when I got some charge? CK, you want my info? Sure. K, my Addy is. So it really only took a day and a half, and just talking on the phone like once or twice to to get to go from the 10 minutes of I'm 13 home alone and you're 27 aka 47 and I want to come over and have sex. Crazy. And he's only half an hour away, so it all boils down to this guy is a seasoned predator. So yeah. Need a little drink of water. Lose my voice. Yeah, so it just really just goes down to the whole directions and blah 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 of that whole thing. Because MapQuest is funky. There you go. Okay, busted. I was just really rural location. MapQuest didn't even have it. Yeah, I remember back in the day. I mean, things are not updated to the second like they are nowadays. So it rings to grandma's cell phone when she's gone, just for info. You want to call my grandma for info? Being an asshole to him. Good. Uh, Wait, what? Hey, direction. Grandpa died in Vietnam? What? Why would they ask that? Why would she say that? Wonder if something was said? Hmm, random. Got it. Want me to call you still? I think I got a little charge. Yeah, but you said edit. Oops, direction. Okay, whatever. Let's see. Still I'm gonna call. I go back and forth about call. Blah blah blah. We gonna do anything that could get me like preggers? The whole preggers cringe. Remember Refner. Get preggers either. Let's confirm one last time, shall we? Nope. What? Really? Really? Why not? Up to you. Ah, look at that. He's a smart one. Westerbeck is smart. I give him props. He's a smart predator. He's very, very careful. Very, very careful. Keeps all of his sexual chat to a minimum, but also he knows what he wants. He knows what he wants. Ugh. Let's see. I don't want to say. Wait. Up to you, because I was gonna say I don't got anything here. I guess in terms of tandems or rubbers, as Anthony Palumbo calls them. I don't either. Oh, I see. Can I be honest with you about something? Oh, Kalia. I'm a bit hesitant to come over because the search I have done to get directions doesn't lead me to the number you gave me, nor another name that edit who is listed that address and a different number. Wow. Uh-oh. Spaghettios. So he got very cautious and careful and paranoid. Smart on his end. I mean, this is something that all of the predators should have done if they were that paranoid. But I guess they were all professionals, like our sick friend over here, Mr. Westerbeck, was. In terms of, oh well, I'm so sorry. All my stuff, all my chat, just really just reloaded. Yeah, Georgia TCAP. Yeah, sorry, prosecution witness. I definitely, yeah, all my stuff loaded later. Yeah, had the two, they had the George, no, not George, I almost said George, Marvin Harrison, excuse me, and also Chris Cannon, both of them being religious predators as well. Um, and again, I think I've said before that I think these places take religion very seriously. So when those two guys came and they were found out to be very religious, heavily influenced the religious community, they were probably dealt a different hand in terms of the legal system. And both women were tackled pretty hard. Marvin Harrison being basically, yeah, he got tased. At first, I felt bad. I used to feel bad. I'm like, damn, they tased him. Like, oh, hashtag racism. But seeing his chat, I'm just like, yeah, he deserved it. You don't do all that. Then Chris Cannon, I want to do that chat. I want to do Chris Cannon's chat as well. Just comes off as just the way he comes off is very fake, and just he knows what he's doing. He's trying to be very fake. Um, what's going on, Cash Money? Yeah, sorry, all my chats just loaded up again. So, yeah. Oh yeah, Jesus rocks, Matt Cogburn. I mean, he just yeah. So very again, religious predators. Either that they bring up religion to Chris, or they are actually in the faith themselves, as their careers. Yeah. So, anyways, so oh yeah, he built the house. He's like really good friends with my grandma. I know you said that, but it says he lives there and gives an altogether different numbers. Ah, look at that. He's smart. He's pulling out, not smart, but okay, I should never say they're smart. But yeah, he is very cautious, which all again alludes to the fact that this is not his first time. He owns it. Grandma rents from him super cheap. He has a bunch. I just need to know you're being straight up with me. Can you say sketched out? Yeah, I wouldn't lie to you. Not a cop, nothing personal, but I watch what I do. Yeah, you really don't. You really do watch what you do. Oh, that's funny. If they were asking if I'm a cop, chances are doing something they shouldn't be. He's not the only one watching what he's doing. Yeah, exactly. I mean, point taken. He knows exactly what he's doing. So exactly. LOL, no way. Well, that's what one said to a friend of mine a few months ago, and he got busted. So his friend got busted a few months ago. You mean like August 2005? What's his name? Kevin too. Kevin from the base. Was it Kevin from the base? Same trickster who got Ernest Timmons. So I am careful, nothing personal. Wow, that's disgusting. I mean, just the thought of that. I'm careful, nothing personal. That's like another way of saying like I care about myself and not you. Nothing against you because I don't care about you. I just don't want to get caught. I don't care about the potential of damaging, well, the reality of damaging a 13-year-old. Was it 13? 13-year-old girl's life and molesting, raping her, and taking her innocence and just scarring her for the rest of her life. As long as I can get what I want before I leave, so I just want to be careful. That's how I read that, and yeah, that's these men and their worlds. It's not just men, but I mean from these perverted justice, yes. But you still coming around? That's why I'm trying to get you to say to me last. That's why I was trying to get you to say to me last night what exactly you wanted to do because cops are not allowed to solicit. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, excuse me, that's disgusting. Getting a little sick, but wow, that is insane. That is crazy. That is like very on the point. That is very on the point. This is essentially what Jeff Stacy was trying to get out of like his argument. I think what he was trying to say about his druggy friends. Wow, this is very specific. And again, this sounds like a guy that is literally that has been to jail for the exact same thing that he's doing right now. This is exactly what he would say. Man, I don't think I've read a chat log where a guy has been this like forward and honest and blunt, especially to someone he thinks is 13. I mean, why would a 13-year-old know all this? 13-year-old in 2006 is worried about like Britney Spears having her 2007 breakdown and being with Kevin Federline and who's going to win the next season of American Idol and what the next movie is and I don't know, going shopping at Aeropostale. It's just like they're not worried about like what legal language can cops do as undercover. Like they're not worried about that. I'm sure at this point, for justice, like the General Sal had already known, and for justice had already known that this guy's whole story. But like, if they didn't before, it's like now they know. Sorry, I keep moving my microphone. It's probably very sensitive on your guys' end, so I need to get another one. So I apologize. But this is one for the books. Like if preferred justice had like this like a top 10 or 100 or something of like things predators say or like think I don't know, but like this would be one of them. That's why I was trying to get you to say to me last night what you wanted to do exactly. You wanted to do whatever to because the cops are not allowed to solicit. It's like that's it right there. Boom. It's a one thing out of everything is this. I love it. I love it. I don't love it. It's irony. Hey, never saying specific. You were vague. Vague. Yes, I know I was. So I don't know what I want to do because I never done anything. It was fun, but you must know what you want to try. Oh, like kissing is cool. You're the one who knows what's fun. You do too, even if you've been never tried. You're old enough to know. Oh wow. See, now he's getting a little pushy. See, now he's getting a little pushy because he's like very. Um, geez, my stuff is not loading in. Maurice Wallen just wanted Filipino Willow to be careful. That's all. Just careful. Coincidence? One offense anything to do with other. My end is very sensitive. Oh my god, you're saying a lot of things. I like the historical context you ever see. Yeah, I mean, no, it's just like the world we lived in 2006 versus now is such a contrast, considering it's 13 years ago. When like I feel like it was yesterday. Like these chat logs were brand new, and you're like, holy smokes! And like perverted or TCAP was brand new. It's just insane. So it's like it's one of those like hallmark moments. You're like, back in the day when that was 2006, when K Fed and Britney were still together. Oh man, 2006. What a year. What happened that year? 2006. Let's just look it up real quick, just as a little side note, just to take a break from the chat monotony, right? March 2006. I guess I should just look up. Here we go. Mouse isn't working. Let's see what happened in March. So this is exactly the same time that Kevin Westerbeck was meeting with the decoy. 78th Academy. Okay, let's look at the awards that were won. Best Picture, Crash. I never saw that, but I know that's a book that everyone had to read. Brokeback Mountain, Kaput, Good Night. No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. For Brokeback, Philip Seymour Hoffman. For Kaput. Kaput? So yeah, I mean the biggest movies are like Crash, Cinderella Man, Brokeback Mountain, History of Violence. Yeah, so that was I mean this was like for 2005. Walk the Line. Yeah, the Joaquin Phoenix movie. So yeah, I mean all these freaking Wallace and Gromit. Come on. So there, I mean, this is what's going on. Um, oh god, like, all I see is like Capitol Hill Massacre. That happened here? It's Seattle. I mean, see, 7 deaths. Oh god, if you hear in America, it's like Duke Lacrosse case. I mean, there you go. Perfect thing to happen. Duke Lacrosse case. Oh man, I remember that. That's crazy. It's a middle school shooting happened there. Man, I mean, some kid. I mean, all these crazy things happened, and solar eclipse happened. State elections happened. Protests. So all this stuff happened in 2006. You also had the World Cup in 2006. So interesting things happened during this time. So sorry to sidetrack there. Anyways, so basically we're getting into like they're going to meet up, but Westerbeck wants to get the deets. So let's see, I like when they all feel dumb though because I don't know anything. Like they all hook up on the movies. Movies are TV, but Grandma always shuts the TV off when that happens. Oh my god, stupid Grandma really turning off sex scenes, man. A rough life. Hook up like how, like kissing and maybe other stuff. Like could we try sex? We could. Do you want to? See again, he's still doing the whole like careful, I'm being careful thing. So he's still trying to do it the best that he can, but it's not really working out because he's already at this point he's already established everything that's needed to slam his ass on top of the fact that he's already a habitual offender. So I mean his whole like trying to be smart and careful is really stupid and like naive because he like within the first few minutes he's already established that she's an underage child and that he's close and he wants sex or he wants to meet up and do stuff. So I won't get preggers though. I won't get preggers though. Well, I know because like I said, I don't have anything here. I don't want to get preggers. So basically, trying to like tell him like bring condoms for proof in court and for the police. Okay, you need to come right out and say what you want. Oh my lord. He really wanted to even say that I want sex. He's very aggressive here. Say what I want. Yes. Can you like get condoms or something? What? Oh my goodness. This dude is crazy. He quoted her back like, could we try sex? Okay, quoting me back. That freak. Wow. Yeah, that is nuts. Actually. Wow. So he literally quoted her back, and I guess from they have a last name, but he quoted her back and was see. This is a level of manipulation. That's a very high level of manipulation on his part. That is very manipulative on Kevin Westerbeck's part. He's sitting here basically drilling her because as we saw earlier, he's sitting here saying like, cops can't come out and solicit, so I'm good if you tell me straight up. So again, he is already very, very um, uh, sketched out, and I think what happens, and this is just a theory of mine, and please don't take my word for it as like I'm someone of experience, but I think what happens is men like Westerbeck, they take prostitution the same way that they deal with this. So really, you can. Okay, this is going to sound bad, but I think what happens with prostitution is that you can have a supposed undercover female cop or male cop that's a prostitute in your car, but and you can ask for, I guess you can ask for like what you want to do. You can like have conversation with them, but once there's like a solicitation of like, hey, um, you know, X, Y, and Z for X amount of dollars, like then that's the illegal part. But before that, you can't get in trouble and you can say, piss off or whatever. But once you can, do these kind of weird manipulative questions like Westerbeck is doing, um, you're safe, quote unquote safe. But once you ask a specific question or you get a specific answer, then there's that legal thing they can get arrested for. This is my theory. I think, excuse me, Westerbeck has probably tried to get prostitutes in his past, um, whether that be successfully or unsuccessfully, whatever it is, or through friends or forums or something. I think he has either had prostitutes or gone into looking into it and finding out if he can do it or whatever. Whatever that may be, I think he has dabbled, at least dabbled and done research into prostitution, especially in Ohio. Um, so especially with this whole thing of him being his stature and everything, I think he's definitely done it before. So I think that's where that line comes from, and I think he kind of thinks is the same, like the rules and everything are the same. And I don't know if he's aware of all these like vigilante groups and things like perverted justice, where it's like it doesn't matter. So that's my theory. Completely wrong, but you can talk, you can converse. LOL, you suck if you unsuccessfully attempt to get a prosty. I mean, a lot of things can happen. I mean, you can A, get arrested, B, you can get robbed or killed, or C, you can smoke crack with a prostitute and have sex. I mean, there's like a lot of levels to it. I mean, it's a lot of trial and error, I guess. But again, I don't know from personal experiences because I don't do that. But yes. So yeah, going forward. So that's what I think is this whole like manipulative thing about soliciting for sex, like cops can't do it type of thing is what he's coming from. So, anyways, let's see. Can you like get condoms? I could try. I could try. What does that mean? Just go to the store. See, I think there he's also sketched out about the whole condom thing because he's trying to dance around that question because he knows it like shows intent and proof, but maybe he's trying not to. Try what? Confusing me? Sex or try to get condoms? Destiny writers, can you like get condoms something? And again, with the quoting, he doesn't realize that is useless. You need to tell me if you want both. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is like this is a new level of like manipulating and this is manipulative. It's not even grooming. It's just manipulative. It's just like legally manipulating her, trying to legally manipulate her to cover your own ass. She refuses your money. Like, nah, I'm good. I mean, I wouldn't know, man. I would not know. Let's see. I want to try. Oh my god, you're so confusing. I want to try sex, so tear. I said it now. What's he gonna do with that? Okay, kiss face. And I don't want to get preggers, so you should probably get condoms. Okay, sorry. Just want to be careful here. Oh Jesus. PI. All right. I just need you to tell me what you wanted. That's all, because that way I know if you're serious and all. Oh Jesus, this fucking guy. Yeah, I'm serious. Where is your grandma? This roughly translates to, what's the chance grandma will catch me in perviness? Vegas. Oh my gosh. That's like fucking Napoleon Dynamite stuff right there. Didn't Napoleon Dynamite come out this year? In 2000 six? 2004. Oh wow. There you go. It's good. That was like aunt does or some grandma or whatever. Doesn't she go to Vegas or something like that, or hang out with the boyfriend? I forget. I haven't seen the movie in years, but it just sounds something like that. Let's see. Where does your mom live? Sula. She's on meth. Dear Lord, that's very extreme. Let's see. I missed it. Did he ask for sex with her earlier? Yeah, pretty much. Well, he had alluded to it pretty much early on. Like within 2 minutes, a hookup and, talk, make out. So there was definitely a desire for the sexual needs. And then within the same day, let's see. Da, 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 da. And he already said, then within and then the next like hour and a half, get naked and come over. And then get naked, come over, and then he applied have sex. So within like an hour and a half of them talking, boom, it was the whole have sex thing. So yeah, an hour and a half. And that's his famous line of cops can't solicit thing. So he knew what he was doing. Scoot back down. Let me get back to where I was. I just lost where I was. Oh, here. Let me just type in MOM. Here we go. No. Okay, boom. Let's see. Obviously, yeah, because he wants to know him because she's in Missoula for meth. Missoula. Is that what Missoula? Missoula, Ohio? Missoula, Ohio. Never read this before and came in late. Does he point mention he's a little? Nope, he never does. The only thing he mentions is that he's 27 and he's big. Oh, Missoula, Montana. And he has an 8-inch wiener and is thick. That's all he says. He never mentions his height or the correct age. So, Missoula, Montana. Okay, that's really random, but okay. Oh, man. Hey, what kind of car are you going to drive so I know what to look for? You'll know when I drive. Oh, my good Lord. That is insane. That is insane. That's very like he's just been so cagey, as the preferred justice decoy had said, or the volunteer had said. He's been cagey and paranoid this entire time, and you'll know when I drive up. So again, that indicates level of experience. He's very experienced with this, so he knows what he's doing. In case he wants to case the house and you know all that lovely stuff. Let's see. Oh jeez. Excuse me. Let me. Oh jeez. Let me go blow my nose. Excuse me. Let's sneeze real quick. Hold on 1 second, guys. Apologize. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. Ugh. Get sick. Hope you guys can hear me again. Oh man, yeah. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. Get a little stuffy. Let's see. So yeah, he's talking about So basically, right here, they're talking about where they're gonna meet and everything. Didn't mention he was only a kneecap. Yeah, well, pretty much. It's essentially what it boiled down to. So he's a catfish and a pedo. Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean, he's in that sense, yeah, he is a catfish and a pedo at the same time. Exactly. He could ride one of those mini motorcycles. Oh, geez. Yeah, I'm sure he could. He could have rode one to the house. He might have had one. So yeah, sorry to blow my nose, but let's see. So basically, just talking about why he has to park around back, and he's obviously sketched out that he has to park around the back and not where exactly he wants to park. So yeah, that boils down to his suspicion. Because no one is allowed to be on the living room carpet. Doesn't the most of these decoys do that? They always tell the predators like, don't come around the front because blah blah blah. My assumption is that like it wouldn't be really good to have I guess with like some of these decoys, they don't want the predators to be far from where Chris wants to interview him with, because they don't want the decoy to have to interact with him long, or have them walk the entire house and X, Y, and Z, or veer off in the wrong direction. Um, kind of like when the predators asked to go to the bathroom, like Watwood did, and um, Ball Beaver Hunter did, and things like that. They don't want the predators to veer off and stuff or get lost in the house. They want to be right where the interview takes place, where all the cameras are. So I think that's kind of what they're going for, and also like just like logistics with like the police and getting guys in and out of the house, just to take care of that. Let's see, gotta go shower and get the house clean. AKA more predators are showing up before you, so it's kind of messy. Later. Oh my god, I got the house clean. I'm so excited for you to come. I had to make sure you're still coming. Hey there, what's wrong? One of my friends are in the hospital. That's a new backup excuse. Alcohol half an hour ago. Why are they there? Alcohol. Like drunk driving. Freaked out, I guess. You're not coming? I need to go there. Wonder if that's a true thing. I wonder if that's truth. Um oh, who knows. Can you come later? Not unless I leave there fairly early enough. I might try, okay? He's going to leave his friend at the hospital to come have sex with the kid. That's a friend I want. I wonder if it's true. I mean, at this point, like some of these guys, their excuses, like you just can never believe it. So, I mean, who honestly knows with this guy if he's telling the truth? His friend's in the hospital. Though I don't think I could see it being very true and viable, but I could also see it's a lie. So, very in between in terms of it being true or not. So, yeah, who knows? Maybe his friend's in the hospital because he's getting drunk over the fact that Kevin's a weirdo. Well, that's one other thing too. I wonder, because he's talking about how he has friends over at his house and hang out with his friends. I wonder if the people that he hangs around, or his coworkers and stuff, know of the type of guy that he is. that if they know that he's a molester, for lack of better terms at this point, if he's that type of person, I wonder if they know that, or he's been able to manipulate, con, and lie his way into keeping people from knowing that he's the person he is. It'd be kind of interesting to know that as well. I know that as of recent, he's been living with his mother. I think prison did not do him and his health too well. Yeah. See, go see what's up. I hate being by myself. I hate being by myself. I hate not getting you in jail. Go see what's up. I'm gonna go see what's up and leave and see it. Blah blah blah. Starts came up. Try to make it later. I'm gonna leave now here in a few. You can call, but if I'm still in the hospital, it may not work. Yeah, I remember even back then, cell phones didn't work in hospitals. I mean, you could. They always told you don't bring your cell phones in the hospital because it might jam the systems and stuff. It's crazy. Like 10 years or 13 years ago, even I guess you could say 10 years ago, couldn't bring your phone. You couldn't bring your phone on the planes, and you couldn't have it on. All you could have is on airplane mode. Hospitals the same way. Like, don't have your phones in the hospital because it might mess up the systems. And nowadays, you can have Wi-Fi everywhere, and they encourage you to have your phone so you don't go crazy. So interesting stuff. Sorry, but this has a priority. Yeah, I know. Hang in there. I might still make it later. Kiss. TTYL. So you canceled already. I thought it was over, Mr. Kevin. The bet has yet to come. The best has yet to come. Wait. Okay, so I guess this is the next day. In the wee hours of the morning. 30. Yeah, 7:30 because they're on the West Coast. Hey there, I didn't go home till 10:30 last night. I was wiped out, so I went to bed. I forgot to turn my phone on in case you try to call. I'll be on later, and maybe we can try again tonight. Sorry, this all came out last night. Hope you are not mad at me. TTYL. We had tried calling him all evening in an attempt to figure out if he was arriving or not. Hmm. Trying. So they didn't believe me either. So they figured he was full of shit. Tried calling him all evening. Oh. I wonder if that's a desperation thing, or they just wanted to not be caught with their pants down and him showing up late as shit or something. Just because, which makes sense. I don't blame them because this level of being cautious and cagey and paranoid, and with all of his specific topics saying like solicit, cops can't say anything to solicit. He could have pulled a fast one to swerve. So I really don't um, blame them for that. And I wonder if that's one of the things that I remember Chris was talking about when they were in the um, Ohio houses. They said that there was, they were pacing around and getting kind of cagey themselves, and acting, they were getting very agitated and stuff. So I wonder if Kevin Westerbeck had attributed to it as well, considering how he was this, acting this crazy and strange and paranoid. So yeah. So next day, see 9:40. You there? Then they didn't respond till way later. So, how was your day today? Sucked, bored. How's your friend? Okay, was set home day. See, his friend just got drunk and he was fine. Probably had his stomach pumped. Let's see. What you doing? Chilling. So tired. Been working all day. He's working hard all day long. Hey, so was this during the week? Yeah, it was during the week. Let's see. Me. See. Oh, whoops. Forgot it too. Happens day. Kevin Westerbeck came over. It was a Sunday. So was he working during the what? It was a Sunday. Burma's military junta officially names, Burma. So he's been working all day, but that's a Sunday. They did this morning, so he works during the weekends. That sucks to be him. I know how it feels. Apparently, God didn't tell him to avoid molesting kids. Oh my God. So you want to come over? I don't know. I am really beat, and I am selling my how, and I have been moving stuff to my parents all day. I was living in a house, so maybe he had like a little townhouse or something to himself, and he's hoping that we have roommates or yeah, like I figured he would have like an apartment or something, not an entire house. Maybe he had like a ranch style house, like just like a ranch or one level, so he didn't have to use stairs. That's probably what it is. Selling his house, whatever for, moving his stuff to his parents. Stay tuned. Up until this point, I thought he was just a guy who couldn't pay his bills. I just finished out some things around here to pack up. Grandma comes home tomorrow and she doesn't leave tat often. I would really want to see you. I wish I could. I really could. I really do. Still wants to come see me. You don't care about me? Am I not? Oh, so they start doing the whole like switcheroo and start being whole make him feel bad stuff because he's not coming because the deadline is there. Okay. Yes, you are. Then why not come over? You're not that far away. Can I really be honest with you about something? And I don't want you to be scared or put off by what I'm going to tell you, okay? This is where it gets good, real good. Uh, Good, but unfortunate. Nothing to do with you, okay? I did something stupid less than a year ago. Jeez, less than a year ago. So, within the time of, like, so was it March of '06? So, a year. So, I mean, sometime in '05. And me got it. You hate me? I went to court Friday about it. Here's the whole lines we got. Here is the juice, the juicy deets, the juicy details. What you do? My attorney and I plea bargained. This next Saturday, I go to jail for it for 11 months. Hmm. My attorney and I plea bargained. He took a plea and got 11 months. Stay tuned, kids, because we're gonna dive into his legal shice a little bit after this chat log. Yeah, excuse me. Allergies or whatever's going on with me. Okay. Jail for the 11 months, next 11 months. So he's trying to get one last hookup before he goes to jail, except that hookup is with a kid. Right, got it. Oh my God, really? What'd you do? I got busted soliciting. Soliciting like a prostitute? Let's find out. Ah, see? Like Pence is not as dumb as he looks. But I know it's not about soliciting. It's funny that they bring it up like that. Remember I told you a story about my friend got busted? Yeah, I did too. No, it's just you. He got solicited. She got busted soliciting a child online. He pled guilty and came back online to do it again that same weekend. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a serious predator on our hands. OMG, I was quite sure about. That is why I'm so hesitant to believe you. See, and again, this is what I'm talking about is the dangers of the internet. It just shows you that the level that some of these guys that will mentally go. I mean, there are some guys that can portray themselves as such innocent, sweet. Oh, it's my first time. I'm just so dumb, guys. But again, this guy got busted doing the same exact thing, and he was online again, just kind of like John Kennelly or Seibert was doing the same exact thing. And again, another reason why Westerbeck is so disgusting is that he's able to admit he is in trouble for the same thing he's doing. He's admitting this whole thing to a child again that he's already in trouble for doing the same thing, and he's still wanting to come over for sex. It is very disgusting. And this is again why he's one of the top disgusting, vile, evil predators that we've been, in the TCAP community. Or just TCAP in general. There's this level of nastiness that this man has, and he's able to admit it. Um, So he probably should have gone with that instinct or stayed away from the internet so he wouldn't be tempted. Um, I had to know without a doubt I wasn't stepping into it again, because you see how um was it, see, I got busted soliciting, so prostitute. So there was the initial thing of like soliciting a prostitute. So it's like, okay, he's soliciting a prostitute, so an of age person. So um how he's being very, again, he's still being vague. He's being very vague about what he's trying to say he's in trouble for. So, solicitation. Um, he's obviously saying soliciting of a minor, but he's trying to just say soliciting to keep it vague, and which is going along with the rest of his chat. So it's there's nothing new or like, oh well, it might be a prostitute or someone of it, whatever. But it's all in line with what he's trying to portray himself as, is like just being Mr. Careful and knowing the law and everything. Um, but it's trying to keep the girl, again, not knowing what the situation is, trying to keep her ignorant and a precocious teen. So it's just disgusting. It's all very disgusting, and it's even worse that he's admitting this to her. Um, and I don't know if it's a level of like arrogance, or he's trying to see if there's a crack in the armor that a cop will come like, oh, I'm so sorry. I talked to Jeff's druggy friends and you too, so I'm sorry that you're not soliciting me for sex. I can tell you learned your lesson for being careful. Like, I don't know, like, what's the bottom line of like why Kevin is sitting here telling telling a supposed 13-year-old girl he wants to come out to have a sexual liaison of that he's been caught doing it before. And wouldn't that raise alarms again for the girl? Like, that's what baffles me, is that he's able to sit here and admit all this, so and still want to come out. So it's I wonder if there's a huge desperation in his head of, since he's already going to jail anyways, he's has that, and as cheap as it sounds, that YOLO moment of you only live once type of thing. Um, so it's strange. It's a very strange thing that he's pulling at this point. He's very desperate, and I also think there might be some sort of just like, you know hashtag fuck it. I'm going to jail for being a sick person. So maybe it was just something he wanted to get off his chest. Maybe he wanted to get off his chest and say, hey, look, like, this is me. Um, but it would have been more that portion would have been easier to believe if he had just not showed up and said, "Look, I need to stop." But he came anyways, and he said, "I'll watch you." So there's no. Again, that's why I say there's no remorse. So ugh, and this is like hard to deal with. He's gonna discuss this, guys, and again, like all the things that he's saying are go along with the whole idea of what happens when these guys get caught. Um, in my personal belief, is that when these guys get caught, they, instead of learning and having remorse and saying, "Listen, I did this thing, and I'm a piece of shit. I fucked up X, Y, and Z." They take notes. They study what they did. They study what got them in trouble. They, all the X, Y, and Z of like what got them caught and what got them in trouble, and then they go back, like they said, and they try to learn to get not to get caught. And this is why I'm also a proponent of laws getting changed and being more strict, because again, this is how easy it was for Kevin Westerbeck to have already done what he did, still maintain a nice job that most people would kill for, and be able to go back out on the internet and do exactly what he was able to do. So again, he's a prime example of why the laws should be changed to be more strict, and I'm assuming they probably are at this point, especially in Ohio. So yeah, sorry to go on my soapbox. Um, The decoys never drop. Yeah, exactly. They don't drop the character. I mean, they can't because, especially with someone like Kevin Westerbeck, who is literally on his toes to reach 4 feet two. He's on his tippy toes of trying to keep up and be one step ahead, which he's not. So yeah, sorry to get. I'll get off my soapbox. Um, I know without a doubt I was not stepping into it again. So he knew that he was doing what had potentially get him arrested again, but doesn't think about it in terms of, oh, it's wrong. Think in terms of, oh, I just gotta know I won't get caught. Yeah, exactly. Being caught, there's no remorse. There is no remorse. And again, it's just pushing that whole lines of, I don't think you're bad. It's just like a reassurance, and in which the decoy's doing a job of reassuring, like, oh, it's fine, it's fine. Because there's definitely he's coming clean in a fucked up sense. So that's why I kept asking you to say things, because the cops are not allowed to ask, only agree with what the other person says. So that's what he got slammed for, is essentially what it is. He thinks he's a legal expert, have been busted it for before, except one thing, I'm not a cop. Oh, I see, I get it. And then when you asked what color a car I had, cop that busted me asked the same exact question. We're not gonna get a car inspector. No way, no, no. I mean, well, I guess I can say. Wondering if he had been contacted by a predator justice before, like Keith Williams was, or other predators that had contact with predator justice, or it was just that similar of a sting. Look into it. I never looked into him, so this is gonna be a first for people that are still surviving my craziness on here. Da, da, da. I believe you. Mission accomplished. He believes I'm a real kid. There you go. Oh man, that is classic. Classic Change for the Better 2006. After confessing this whole story, all she had to say is a couple lines, and he believes because they did a couple of things. Um, I guess he thinks that cops and vigilante groups, that's stupid. But maybe again, like in '06, people didn't really think that there were a lot of vigilante groups or groups that did things like this. So I'm not gonna tell anybody so you don't get nobody so you go in trouble again. Still, parents yak 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 back. Oh what? Just want the usual call, see how I'm doing, and say goodnight. Yeah, because they're probably fucking concerned that you're gonna go away for 11 months, and they know that you're not gonna be a-okay. Since yeah, so yeah. Let's see, you're going to jail. Yeah, we are really close. Yeah, we are. Please come over. If you're going to jail, I don't get to see you again, and Grandma don't go out. Wow. As careful as this guy is, he is fucking dumb. Because, I mean, you told that entire story. So, like, if I was Kevin Westerbeck, if the girl had shown like disgust and was like, "You're a sick," blah, 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 I'd been like, "Thank God," because she's a real kid. Because then she like realizes I'm a dangerous person, yada yada. I avoided a bullet. But the fact that the kid is sitting here and telling her like, "Yeah, this is cool. Keep doing it. Yeah, you're fine. Let's meet up before you go to jail." Blah blah blah. Like I'm sad. More indication, like, yeah, you're in trouble. Like he must have had such a warped uh, thought process and reality of what actually happens when these busts sting operations happen. It just baffles my mind that he is that naive about it. Um, so, I mean, red flags are going off, but I mean, in his head, he had his red again. His desires, his lust for a child took over, and his red flags kind of went off. And you can see in the behaviors in all these chat logs that we all read, um, some predators have that red flag go off early, and they are paranoid off the bat, and others are so sexually driven at the beginning. They, do all like their sexual stuff, and then boom, they're like, oh, wait a second, hold on. Just like Jim Roush was, he's very much the opposite. His first interaction was showing the Cheyenne his genitalia to educate her on what a guy looks like, but um, then he was all paranoid, but then he still showed up. So I mean, there's these guys have different levels of the paranoia and the got to make sure you're not a cop thing. But at the end of the day, it, it stupidity takes over and horniness or their sick desires take over. So yeah, let's see. Okay, but I haven't showered or anything. That's okay. They'll give you a shower in jail. Just don't drop the soap. Don't drop the soap in jail. Okay. You want me to come over? Cool with this? I'm so excited. Just for a little bit. They can't spend the night. Okay, I have to leave here in a few. I'll leave here in a few. You guys got directions. Remember, we don't use the front door. Stupid white carpet. Back door. Yeah. See you soon. Okay, bye. Bye. Evan's navigational skills weren't as hot as he was for Destiny. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Yes. Don't we all have those moments? Kidding. There, there is where the amazing voice of Miss Scarlet guided him skillfully into the house where he met Chris Hansen and later Dark County sheriffs. Westerbeck is a prime example of a serial predator who will not be stopped by anything other than physical barrier to reaching his children. I hope he stays behind those physical barriers for the rest of his life so that no more children have to suffer at his hands. Boom. Ah, man, it's stuffy. I had an Uber passenger today who was like, I'm sick. I just took the flu shot and I'm in your car. So hopefully I don't get sick, but probably will. Okay. No, not the, no, the conviction. No, it's the conviction. All right, let me zoom out. This man may be the scummiest piece of human excrement that has ever hit upon a sentence that day prior. He didn't give a damn. Hunter molested his niece, and he would never, ever, ever, never, ever get out of jail, but he likely will, which stinks. And he has got out of jail, and he is out. Anyways, we're glad we helped add more jail time on the sentence, and we were able to keep him away from a real kid, despite his already being sentenced for soliciting a decoy who turned out to be a police officer just a few days prior. The judge decided to let Westerbeck have a few days to put his affairs in order, which Westerbeck meant molesting one last kid before going to jail. Exactly. He failed because he was a failure in life, because he hit on what he thought was a kid and turned out to be PJ'er. Hopefully he dies in jail. He did not. Notes from the contributor, General Soul Sound Chicken. For the first moment Kevin Westerbeck started his show his intentions, I knew he was a seasoned predator. He showed all of the signs of knowing exactly what to say and what to avoid as part of his quest to find a child and escape prosecution while at it. He backed on Saturday. There was gone. He was prior Sunday. Planned to come see me the 23rd. He backed out of the meeting, but showed up the next day. He was scheduled to begin serving his sentence Thursday, 30th. His prior charges for solicitation of a minor came from his encounter with the Fairborn Police Department in August of 05. Boom. That was the same time as the sting operation of Washington, D.C. He was indicted in October of 05. His screen name was Changeforthebetter2006. I just love his screen name. It's such a fucking man, so ironic. Yep, quite ironic given the choice he made of March of 2006. I'm saddened to say that he also victimized a child. He's been given, but glad he was held accountable by justice for that. He's currently serving 11 months for his attempt to meet a child from Fairborn Police. He's going to serve 10-year sentence from his molesting a real child. Served 8 months. Not actually minus 20 days for his crime of soliciting to molest me, and all Westbrook will not see outside jail for more than a decade. When he gets out, he'll have to register RSO for life. Howell's highest level. Sex offender stories will be notifying community members that he's moving in the neighborhood for 20 years. Oh, this conviction, blah, 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 blah. So he is out. He is out. And seems to be people have been able to reach out to him and talk to him. I remember hearing a call a while back from someone that was able to call him. He lives with his mother, so he is out of jail. I think he got out a year ago, or oh 06, oh 07, or oh 16. I say oh 16, 16 or 17. He got out. So he's back with his mother. From the call, I remember he does not sound 100%. The 10 years in jail does not help you, especially at that age, 47 to 57, 58. That's not a good age to be in jail. Hmm. So, with that said, let us do what we do best. Look into the Kevin Westerbeck. Man. No, the Kevin Westerbeck call on someone's channel. Oh, there you go. So there does lie in the Kevin Westerbeck. Someone called him. There, I think that is the call. Um, from what I remember, he sounds a little bit cheery, but he sounds positive, but he definitely does not. I mean, you can tell he sounds like he's happy he's not in jail and he's with his mother, who's probably not in the best of health, but he himself does not sound very very good. So yes. Oh my gosh. So here is sentence handed down to here. So I need to blow my nose again because it is a little stuffy. So I will hopefully I'll zoom in real quick. You guys can read that as I blow my nose and mute the mic so I can blow my nose. So just give me 1 second, guys. Again, I apologize. All right, sorry about that. A little bit better. All right, so back in '06, New Lebanon, Kevin Westerbeck in Xenia, Ohio. That's out near Dayton too, as well. He was in court, so probably same junk. So again, I'm not gonna watch the videos. I mean, you can watch the videos of these two. Just look up Kevin Westerbeck and um, and everything. So I'm not gonna watch the videos. So let's just see if there's anything different. GIF. That's a shame. Yeah, it's yeah, he's out. I think he's out taking care of his mother. But if you watch the video, the call, I'm sure it'll be up. Oh yeah, Westerbeck, Rutherford. Let's see, Westerbeck, Rutherford. Oh God, what's his name? He was appear. He looks like Kenneth Brinkman, but he was appeared for like a couple seconds. I found him. I forgot his name. And then there's Timothy Isaac, and then I think that's Stacy, right? That's Stacy. So yeah, it's a GIF. So let's see if we can find anything on these men. Excuse me. Kevin Eaton. The Dirty D. Let's see. I mean, obviously. He was born in March of '59, so his birthday's coming up, so he'll be 60 this year. He was in Dayton, New Lebanon. Was it New Lebanon? New Lebanon's like near Cincy, or is it not? Lebanon is near Cincy. Lebanon's like where Jeff Stacy lived, but that's like 30, 40 minutes outside, like east of called? Cincinnati. Yeah, Montgomery. Yeah, yeah, New Lebanon. That's east. That's northeast of Cincinnati. So here you go. It's a little yeah, gift without the T. Yeah, GIF, graphical interface, or graphical interface frame. I don't know. I'm bad with it. Oh, New Lebanon's over there. What? Oh, well, Lebanon's over here. So New Lebanon. Okay, so see what happens. See, yeah, Lebanon's over here. Lebanon's over. Okay, yeah, yeah, Lebanon, and then New Lebanon. Okay, gotcha. Lebanon. This is where Jeff Stacy's from. Over here. This is where. This is Dayton right here. This is where Right Pat is. So So what's her face? Westerbeck lived right here. Roush lived over here, and then the decoy Cheyenne lived over here. So, and then Rutherford. Want to know where Rutherford taught school? It was. Let me get my bearings. Rutherford taught school. Where did I see? He taught school over here. In. Where's Lovely? It's like up here in this area right here. He taught school right there. IU Rutherford. So yeah, there you go. Just a little history lesson right there. All right, let's see if we can find something about this guy. Let's see. He has a reported income of 60 to 69,000. I wonder if that's true. Net worth of 250 to married. Uh, what's funny is when you put Kevin Westerbeck in, there's no like, there's so much shit about him that his like RSO page doesn't come up in the first thing. So just do RSO. Even that doesn't come up. Our forum, the forum is so popular. So let's see. Let's put it in date. Let's see. Okay. Well. Okay. So he is in Dirty D. Dirty D. Sorry to say. Let's do this address to see. Um, and, all right. So he's in a Yeah, there you go. He's in a rancher. I'm assuming this is where he and his mother stay. But yeah, it's a single little like rancher house, as you can tell. Very generic white male looking house. That's in Kettering. That's Kettering. Oh, he's in Kettering. Friends in Kettering. Yeah, Okay, yeah, Oakview. Yeah, Kettering. He's in Kettering. Okay, so Kettering is like a suburb of Dayton. Um, Famously, Rob Dyrdek is from Kettering, Ohio. Dab, Dab Dyrdek. Show you guys this. Yep, Kettering, Ohio, because he has a park there. He has he has a skate plaza there, so everyone knows who Rob Dyrdek is. Obviously, he has a skate plaza there. I have friends that have skated there quite a bit. So yeah, it's his little skate plaza, and that is in Kettering, Ohio, where Kevin Westerbeck lives, which is right. What's that? Yeah, southeast of Dayton. Right, Pat is over here. Greenville is. Let's just do directions. Let's just do a direction of Green. Just Greenville, Ohio. Don't need the whole. Yep. Yep, there you go. Look at that. An hour away. So an hour away. So I think he was over here in New Lebanon when he was living by himself. But yep, Greenville, Ohio. So yeah, there it is. So he's over here. Right, Pat's right there. Greenville's over here. So that's another thing we can learn about him. So what do they have about him? He is a white male with green eyes, 4'9", no reported hair because he doesn't have any. So I think this is like his photo, like right when he got out. He got out right there. Let's see what he was accused of. Rape, sexual motivation. Wow, good lord. Convicted in 06. April. Unlawful sexual conduct with a minor attempted. The 30th. Unlawful sexual conduct with a minor attempted. 06. Import tuning, sexual motivation. So this is one thing I've always been curious about, because this is what one thing that he admitted to Chris was import tuning. I always thought it meant with like vehicles, but I didn't know. I just because I've seen Fast and Furious, the original one. So I always meant like importing like vehicle parts or something. I never knew, and I never looked it up until now. So I just want to see what this means. Let's see. Import tuning. No person shall solicit a person who is less than 13 years of sex to engage in sexual activity with offender, whether or not the offender knows the age of person. Person shall solicit another or the spouse of offender to engage with the offender for a reason. Wow. Okay. 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 I get this. 18 years of age. Okay, so wow, he got a plea deal. He got a plea. That is okay. So essentially, he got a plea because this is what is this a misdemeanor in Ohio? So he hit a plea deal. So basically, it's like he didn't know. Basically, didn't know that the kid was like that's a charge if like even regardless of like you knew the kid was underage, like if you did or did not know the kid was underage, like you got charged. Let's see. Hmm. The age difference between the victim and accused is important in the charges, internet or telecommunications, and if you're arrested. It is vital to know. It's critical you can attorney once you've been investigated for this crime or been arrested or charged. Never answer. So it seems like this crime is basically like the very light version. I mean, because again, you could be confused. You could be naive and confused like me. Be like, oh, I thought it was like a car or something. So, um, so, huh? Is it a? So I'm trying to see if it's a misdemeanor or a. So it's still under a sex offense. Blind. Otherwise provided this division of violation of the section is a felony of the third degree. Okay. So it's a felony, regardless. So he was still so he admitted to Chris that he was still committing a felony. So he still had a felony. But wait, Yeah. Person shots less than 8%. So I'm assuming he probably got smacked with A. Oh, okay, hold on. Because this could be. I'm just curious to see if like this what he was slammed with beforehand. Person. The person is a law enforcement officer posing as a person who is 13 of age or older, but less than 16 years of age. The offender believes the person is 13 or older or reckless in that regard, and the offender is 4 more years older. Law enforcement is opposing a person with 13. A violation of B or D is a felony of the fifth degree on a first offense and not without standing B division. So either way, it's a felony. So let's just do a Google search of third degree. So we can do difference between pile third 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 and I'll just do what was it fifth offense. Hmm. Like G for Geoff, yeah, it is Geoff. Just when I know people with both names, I pronounce I pronounce the name Geoff to somebody, and I mean, they hate me for life, but it's fine. They have other reasons to hate me, so. But yeah, Geoff. I always say Geoff. Okay, here. Okay, this is where it is. So, third degree felony is 9 months to 5 years, and then fifth degree is 6 to 12 months in prison. So, what I'm assuming is that the plea bargain, because he probably had good money because he's probably a finance person on a civilian contractor for Right Pat. And it's essentially another thing to add on to this as well is that I'm sure that Westerbeck was making really good money because 0506 was a huge point for contractors, defense contractors during the Iraq Afghanistan war. Um, in 06, 05. So there's a lot of money in that field. So he was probably making some very good money. So he probably could afford a lot really good lawyers. Hence why he was acting the way he was, in my opinion. Um, so what I would assume is that he was charged with a fifth degree. That's why he was able to get that 6 to 11 months for that. So yeah, that's my assumption. I could be wrong, but that's just my assumption. He got importuning, but he got the fifth degree, which is a lesser one, because it's a complete bargain, as I said in the before. So just a little insight. At this point, just more insight and just a little more research in this guy, just like get more information, just more discovery. So yeah, more pictures as Westerbeck as a free man. Ugh. Yeah, let's see those pictures. Xenia, who lives in a. Let's see if they have any like reports about him, because I know there's like there are like Facebook s type groups that. Oh wow. Okay. Well, there's phone numbers. This is again disclaimer. This is all public information, so I'm not doing any private or paid um, type of research into this. So this is all public information. So please know that I'm not sitting here telling you. So please don't call these numbers and harass you. Please don't. Don't harass them, please. Um, I just want to know. Okay, so Kenneth and Betty. So I guess the mother and the father are there, along with Kim and Kevin. So maybe a sister as well. So maybe a sister. All right. Well, yeah. Let's. Yeah. And I don't want people calling these numbers and stuff. I don't encourage that stuff. I do my research and I analyze and stuff from afar. I don't encourage harassment or calling these people because no, from afar. Let's see. So yeah, Westerbeck, Kevin T. Westerbeck. So he has a million of T. So yeah, he probably lives with his family, and I'm assuming that's a sister of his, unless he's actually married. But yeah, I don't know. So he probably put T. Westerbeck in. T. Westerbeck. So there you go. So I mean the address pops up. So I mean he's on the offender radar as well. Yep. Oh yeah. Let's see. So let's see if this. Let's see. If, okay, here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's the one that he got popped with. For tuning social motivation was back in um, like right before. I think this is like the one that he got caught with in Fairborn. That he had two counts with this one, but I think this one was different. Yeah, this was the one that he got caught with before. So he had already been he was going to jail for this one. The 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 rape of his relative, but then he was going to get sentenced for this one. I'm assuming the whole thing's confusing. So he had already been getting popped for that one. Then he went back for this one. Loop info. Saturn View. Oh, he wasn't driving that when he came to the house. He drove like an old Chevy Impala or something. Ah, so he had a new different car. So this is a new car apparently. So yeah, if you're in Ohio, look out for that one. And again, like he's definitely not someone that I would think is just gonna go to jail and be okay with, come out and be like, oh, I'm completely fine. So let's see if we have anybody. I don't know. I don't know if we have a lot of other like information or let's see if we type in let's see, right hat. Maybe the right pat's like where he was, and then he might have there might be some. Oh, no, Kiss Marianne. Hold on, I gotta see if I'm hold on un momento. So if we click on this, so there's nothing. Okay, that was before his whatever. So let's just see if like I'm just trying to find like anything that there's any insight to like Kevin Westerbeck that like isn't been found or just little stories because there's always something because like just predators in the past have found just like stuff on them that is so small or is unknown that you'd never know. Let's see, Saint X. No. Let's see. Right, Westerbeck. Let's do. Yeah, he got. Oh man, yeah, it's all his stuff. Hmm. Keith Westerbeck, not Kevin, but Keith Westerbeck. Must have been, yeah. Like some predators don't, they have nothing on them because he was a civilian contractor, so he's not a government person. So his stuff can be private. The thing that's the difference between like contractors and federal employees is that their stuff can be more um, privatized. Let's see, Kevin Westerbeck. Yeah, there's really not much about him on like other things, but it's all the stuff that is on the internet about him already. So, oh man, oh jeez. So it's not much. No, yeah, there's not a lot about this guy that's like out there. It's just like go back to Kevin Westerbeck. See, there's like yeah, if you like look up Kevin Westerbeck, I mean, all you get is pretty much I mean, channel, and then yeah, when this is one like his most recent one, like after the fact. So I mean, let's just see, truck driver. Not, I doubt he's a truck driver. Let's just look. I don't doubt it though. Botkins, Ohio. I doubt this is him. He wouldn't be a truck driver. And what is this? Botkins, Ohio. I don't even know where that is. Let's look up Botkins, Ohio. See if it's even close. I would doubt this is him. Shelby County. Oh, it's south of 75. Just Dayton goes for that. Um. Oh. Hey, it's in Dayton area. It's north of Dayton. It's very north of Dayton. As we talked about before, like his lives down here, which is up there, which is that's in Ohio terms. Let's see. That would be like hmm, mm, not even an hour. Yeah, not even an hour. Because like from Cincy to here is that's like 45 minutes right here. That's like 45 minutes. So that's like 45 ish. So hmm, I don't know though. I don't know if that would be him. I don't know if this is LinkedIn. Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. Well, I guess that will do that again. Kevin Westerbeek. So let's look up White Line Express Lim Ltd. I don't think this would be him. Hmm. Better rates, see about line, so just a bunch of junk about us. I mean, I guess it's possible, but I don't really know if it is like feasible for Kevin to be a truck driver. And it's one of those jobs that I could see him definitely doing, but I mean, that's all he has down, so I don't know. Hmm. He only has two connections, so I don't know if it's just like a fake one or something stupid, but Botkins, Ohio. So maybe I don't know. So who knows? But it pops up like right away when you Google Kevin Westerbeck. So it could be something possible that he works for. Come back and keep it up before we call it quits. Legacy Sigmund what? Kevin Westerbeck. That's Kevin Westerbeck. He was born in Fort Jennings, the late Sigmund, who stars along with four children: Sandy, Rainey Marshall, Harry, Janice, and Deanna. Kevin Westerbeck? Huh? It's kind of weird. I don't get that. Lima, Ohio. This is like Grandpa? Taylor Rico. Huh. He has sisters, so I don't know if that makes any sense. Huh. Interesting. Kevin Westerbeck. Oh, wait, hold on. Kevin Westerbeck. I don't know who this guy is, but I just saw Kevin Westerbeck. Oh, no. Ah, damn it, Kevin Westerbeck. Stop having a name. That's what happens when you have like the same name as a fucking person. Is wait, okay, hold on. So this is we're gonna okay, well we're gonna debunk this. Ronald Kevin. Okay, so no. So he's not okay. So we just proved ourselves and wasted our time. So the person that we're talking about, the whole Botkins white whatever express person, whatever it is, not him. Okay, so we disproved that one. That's good. I disproved that one. So really, there's not a lot about. See more about his whole records though. Kevin T. Westerbeck. I'm gonna. Oh, okay, Kevin Thomas Westerbeck. Okay, there we go. Let's see. So his first one is the import tuning one. Charges filed November 18th, 2005, and then attempt for that was the two. Let's see. So those are those two court dates, and these are the other two court dates that he had. And this was the same. See, dismissed. Sexual battery, gross sexual imposition, rape. So he had this one dropped. Gross sexual imposition, rape. That's the one that. That's the one. That's his. I think this is relative one. This is. This is no. Hold on. This is the one that he got. No, this is the Fairborn one. Then these were all the ones that got added on from TCAP on the snow. He's not from TCAP. This is the other one. Oh god, this guy's a fucking monster. This guy's a disgusting monster. Jesus. He fought the legal system too. Wait, ooh, what is this? Something in the Dayton News from '89. I don't want to sign up for fucking Facebook. I don't want to use any of that. Why would he be popping up? Did he get married? Kevin Thomas ordered email. What? Wait, hold on. Was he part of the newspaper? Why is this popping up? Hmm. He's just showing up in that, but there might be something about this guy too. Huh. There might be something. So there's stuff about him, but anyways, yeah, I think it's kind of dying down. There's not a lot much more I can search about this guy, but yeah, I might do his. Let's go to YouTube. To Kevin Westerbeck. Look at that. My stuff is like your current live streams. Your current live streams are going on. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch an hour and a half of this video. What car are you driving? See, right there. Chris was telling him like what are we reaching for right here? And then the AYR 6376 license plate. Yeah, there you go. Oh, good lord. Look at this. I just want to, yeah, just like look how you probably can't hear it, but just watch how he walks up to the house. I just love how he walks to the house, pops in, looks around a little bit, takes his little reading glasses off, peeps around. He's peeping. He's skipping inside. Yeah. Oh, good lord. Yeah. So uh, yeah, he definitely does the whole like, yeah, and then the whole chat. Yeah. So definitely watch this video. I'm not gonna sit here and review this video. I don't have the technology to do that. But yeah, it's very disgusting. So yeah, basically my synopsis of our friend here, Kevin Westerbeck. Um, Very disgusting. Very much a predator in the sense that he is a serial offender who not only wants to go after his own family, but will go after anyone's child. And even when he's caught, even though he's going to jail and everything, he's still willing to go after a person that he believes is a minor, which shows the level of danger that he possesses, not only to his own family but also to anyone in his community. Um, because even from the start, he knows the child is 13, half an hour away and home alone, and he's not only grooming for sex, but also trying to cover his own base. So he obviously knows he's doing is wrong. He knows what he's doing is disgusting, wrong, and illegal. He's been caught for it, um, and he wants to cover his own bases because he does not want to get in trouble by any means necessary. So with this whole with this whole appearance with To Catch a Predator, it shows not only is he willing to lie and say he's only there to like hang out and whatever, but it also shows that hey, if he had gotten away with it, he would have done it again. He would have easily done it again. He would have easily reoffended or whatever. Given the 11 months he had, I'm sure if he was able to ride out set amount of months, he could have easily gotten out on good behavior or gotten a good lawyer, paid out, and gotten back into society. So yeah, Westerbeck definitely is somebody that I don't know how to describe just like words, but definitely was someone that would easily have, if not for To Catch a Predator, probably would have done something for justice. Probably would have been someone that would have gotten out just as easily after his initial time in jail, and done something again. Because 11 months definitely wouldn't. I don't think would have been enough for him to have improved his whole demeanor. He definitely would have continued it and pursued other kids and pursued it. And I don't think the footage from To Catch a Predator defined and was able to project the reality of Kevin Westerbeck. You have to really read the chat log and watch his footage. And I think that's part of why I do this, is because to actually get a good understanding of like where these guys come from, and just kind of like the perspective of perverted justice and how they're able to define these guys, talking to them real time, versus us watching them in the edited clips that we see from TCAP, and then also the you could say the things that we see online from perverted justice. But yeah, Kevin Westerbeck is a very good example of why laws need to change. So yeah, that's that. I'm glad I was able to do this one, and yeah, no, of course, I do definitely agree. I think he would have kept doing it, and he proved it. And I think that's one thing that or TCAP was unable to um, portray, was the real danger of people like Kevin Westerbeck, and I'm saying that from a perspective of someone that watched TCAP growing up as a kid at the same age as uh, these decoys. I was 13, 14 back 10, 15 years ago, whatever, when these things happen. But it goes to show, like, some of these guys can put on a good face for you. And you're like, oh, and I think the best analogy is with Chris Hansen when he's talking about Stephen Benoff. Um, is He says that you tend to feel bad for the guys until you read the chat logs and actually see them, face to face, which is a very good analogy. Just sometimes getting a benefit out of the guys that are like, oh yeah, they're just their first time, but then when you read the chat logs and get to see how they actually are, you're just like, oh god. So yeah, Kevin Westerbeck is a very good example of what the whole mentality of the sick predator in their mind is, that they will always be that person, no matter what. And so yeah, it's seeing this chat. It's definitely also helped me realize how disgusting this guy is. Like, it was very disgusting. Um, not very graphic in the things he wanted to do, but very particular and careful. I think that's more or less like what I'm getting at. That level of like sickness is like, you're able to sit here and admit to a child that you've done this before, and you're the levels of what you're saying to them is, excuses of why you're saying all these cagey, weird, paranoid things to him, is because you've been in trouble for trying to have sex with a kid before, and on top of the fact that you didn't tell her, but you've molested your own relative. So it's just very interesting thing. So I think Kevin Westerbeck is a very good state case study for not only just a pure fact of for predators, but just in any kind of legal sense of just like how repeat offenders are, and how dangerous they can be, even if you give them jail time and stuff, and you give them that leeway of time of, hey, get all your affairs in check. And he mixes that. He mixes the fact that, I'm going to sell my place, I'm getting my place in order, blah blah blah. On top of the fact I'm still trying to meet a girl before I leave, and that's a very famous line of, I guess you can sum it up as one for the road, as the cops read it. So um, as much as gripe some of us give to the cops, it's a very telltale of, like, he summed up as he wants one for the road. So yeah. Um, so yeah, really, I think that's pretty much it for Kevin Westerbeck. There's not a lot to be said that's not already been said, and especially with this footage. So yeah, it's been a long stream, but it was a good one. It was a very, very good stream. I was able to deal with this one. This is a very disgusting person. Um, So yeah, it was very disgusting to deal with this guy. But yes, I really do appreciate everyone coming out and having this experience with me and being able to learn and just experience this whole ordeal that is Kevin Westerbeck. I did not know that this is the level of um, conversation he had and how much he's admitting and willing to admit to a person he wanted to come out and meet. I did not know this is the level he was. But yes, I'm very glad that we had this stream. So yeah, again, I will be on. I'm hoping for tomorrow. Might be a little bit busy, but I want to be on streaming and hopefully get the top 10 predators of bird justice get through their streams um, in terms of reading their chat logs, but might be difficult, because of football this weekend. Playoffs are going to be on, so I might be watching, but I will be on hopefully tomorrow doing a stream. I will do try to get on the top 10 of bird justice slimiest predators. But yes, again, I appreciate everyone coming on and doing this, and sticking with me and doing this as long as I've been on. No, I appreciate it. Yes, thank you. Of course, Frigid and Ross. Yeah, of course, I will try to be on tomorrow. Yeah, Westerbeck is, yeah. But again, appreciate everyone coming on, having a good time. This was a very interesting and eye-opening experience, to say the least. And prosecution witness as well, Molly, CT, Ramo, Tom, everything, all the usuals. A couple of new guys, I think, like Lyric and Cyrus. Yeah, you guys came on. Yes, everyone, I appreciate everyone coming on. And look out for tomorrow. I'm gonna do a stream, hopefully. Um, do something. So yeah, again, everyone, have a good night. Happy New Year's, everybody. And again, change for the better 2019. Not like Westerbuck. Cheers, everyone. Mike Pence out of here.